Hi guys, it's Carol and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna share with you guys my go-to makeup look. Whenever I post my hauls, you guys always ask me, oh, can you please share how you do your makeup? But guys, I actually started this channel doing makeup tutorials. If you go a couple video backs or a lot of video backs, you'll see all my makeup tutorial, and my routine hasn't changed much, but I've added a few items here or there, so I'm gonna share that with you guys today. So if you want to see the look that I'm gonna create, please continue to watch. So the first thing I usually do is hydrate my face with the Neutrogena Hydra Boost. I have normal to dry skin or just normal skin, so I don't need to add any oils to my face really, and this is good enough for a moisturizer, but you could use your favorite moisturizer. So I go in with my Neutrogena moisturizer, and I try to avoid my eyebrows because I don't want it to become silky, because it will be hard for the product to stick when I'm joining my eyebrows. If you guys see me looking down, that's because I have my mirror down here. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Benefits Precisely Brow Pencil, and this is a OG, but it's my absolute favorite eyebrow pencil. It never fails me, and I highly recommend this to you guys. Love the tip of it. It's not too broad, it's just perfect and very precise. So I usually start with lining my eyebrows, and I follow the natural shape from my eyebrow ladies. She's really good, so I follow that shape and I just line it and I fill it in to my desired perfection. I don't like my eyebrows too dark. I just like to fill them in enough, not too dark. And don't put too much product at the front of your eyebrows or it's just gonna be too harsh. I'm giving myself a little bit of arch and going in, darkening it up as much as I want. Now when you're satisfied with that brow, move on to the next one. I went ahead and did this eyebrow off camera, and now I'm going to use the spoolie from the brow pencil to just comb the products through so it doesn't have any harsh lines. And a little trick that I learned, if you want to know if your eyebrow is like symmetrical, is to go like this, and this is where your eyebrow should start, from here on your nose, then your arch, and then the eyebrow should end here, something like that. That's my little trick, guys. I'm gonna go in with this MAC concealer and my concealer brush from e.l.f. just to clean my eyebrows up. I like to draw a line underneath and then drag it down to blend the concealer into my eyelid. I'm gonna take more and clean the top of my eyebrows up, and this is when you really start to see the shape of your eyebrows. And if you think you mess up with the arch or something, you could always go back with your brow pencil and fix that. I'm going to use this Real Technique fluffy concealer brush just to blend out the concealer that I placed above my eyebrows and below. Now that I'm happy with the look of my concealer, and I just reminded myself that my eyebrows are sisters, not twins, it's never gonna look perfect together. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut, and I'm gonna use that concealer brush from Real Technique. So I use that concealer as a base for my eyeshadow. You could buy an eyeshadow base, but a concealer is just fine. I apply it to the lid and just blend it out. I have very bushy eyebrows and they like to fall down on me, so what I'll do is go in with my e.l.f. clear brow gel and I'll just run that through my eyebrows, and it will stay in place usually all day. I'm gonna set the concealer I placed on my eyelids with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder in the shade Medium Deep, and I'm just gonna use this brush from Wet n Wild. This is how the medium deep shade look, and I just grab some on my brush and I run it across my eyelid. You might have some fallout from the powder, but that's okay. I'll just brush it off after. You want to set your eyelid so that the powder, the eyeshadow that you're gonna apply, doesn't like slip off. It's gonna stay in place once you set the concealer that you place on the eyelid. For my eyeshadow palette today, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And as you guys can see, it has makeup all over it. This is one of my absolute favorite makeup palette. So I always start with a burnt orange shade and I apply it to my upper eyelid. It's perfect for a transition color. If you're a black girl, you always have to start with a burnt orange color. It just warms up the eye and it looks really nice. So I blend that out, and you guys, you better blend because I don't want to see any harsh lines in this. So blend, blend, blend until you're happy. For the look that you see in my haul, I usually just use this orange shade, and then I'll go in with one of this lighter color. I'm gonna add more of the orange color to my outer lid, and I'm gonna really focus on the outer lid, and I'm going in a circular motion, and then I'm bringing it in. You always want to concentrate more of the eyeshadow on the outer lid and then drag it in. Guys, I'm a little rusty on the makeup tutorial. It's been a while, so bear with me and follow along as much as you can. So I think that looks pretty blended. You don't want to go too high under the eyebrows. You want to leave that space. I'm going to go in with this flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to pick up this lighter orange shade, and I'm going to apply that all over my eyelid. And I like pack it on. I don't sweep it. I pack it on because I really want it to show up on my eyelid. Then I go back in with my fluffy brush, and I'm gonna blend that all together again. The key to a good eyeshadow look is blending. I have hooded eyes, as you guys can see, so sometimes with the lighter shade, if I want it to show, I'll go a little bit above the crease, but not today. And I'm packing more eyeshadow on because your girl wants her eyeshadow to pop. I did this eye off camera, and sometimes I like to go in with a denser makeup brush, and I'll grab more of the burnt orange, and I'll just apply it to my outer eyelid some more. I'm pretty happy now with how blended my eyeshadow is, so I'm gonna go ahead and line my eyes with this NYX liquid eyeliner pencil, and I'm gonna do that off camera because guys, creating a wing eyeliner could be such a challenge for me. I'm pretty happy with how my wing eyeliner came out today, so I'm gonna go ahead and tightline with this NYX eyeliner pencil, and this really fills in any space you have underneath the eyes. Before I do my foundation, I'm gonna prime my face with this e.l.f. hydrating face primer, and I just get a little bit on my hands and I rub it in gently. Oh god, guys, that really makes the skin feel so smooth. I do have discoloration around my eyes and around my lips, so I'm gonna go ahead and correct that with this concealer from LA Girl, and it's in the shade orange. I just added like all over to the dark areas. And I have sun damage, guys, so wear your sunscreen. When I was a little girl in Jamaica, I used to love to lie in the sun and just bake, and that's not good because I have sun damage, believe it or not, right here. So I like to conceal that. I'm gonna use this Real Technique brush to blend the concealer underneath my eyes. And blend, 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 blend. Then I'm gonna use my foundation brush to blend the concealer around my lips and on my face. You could already see that it's correcting the discoloration. The foundation I'm gonna use today is the MAC Studio Fix foundation in the shade NW48. Do you guys remember when MAC was giving everybody NC45 or NW45? I was like, no, I'm an NW48. I'm a little bit of a chocolate drop. So I'm gonna go in with that. And if I'm not using that when you guys see me, I usually use the Fenty foundation in the shade 420. So I apply little dots all over my face of this foundation. A little goes a long way, and then I come in with my foundation brush, and I like to stipple it in. I push it in my skin, not drag it. I push it in the skin, and already you can see it's coming together. I'm a cutie. And I drag it underneath my neck, guys. I do have discoloration around my neck also, but I try to blend it in as much as possible for a more flawless look. And I tried to like stay away from the MAC Studio Fix foundation, but it's just my absolute favorite foundation, guys. Love it. It never does me dirty, and it holds up so long. Always get a lot of compliment about my skin whenever I use it. I do love the Fenty also, but this is just an OG favorite. I'm gonna go in back with that same e.l.f. concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut, and I'm gonna highlight my face. I put concealer underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and underneath my cheekbones. And I like to blend that out with my foundation brush because I feel like it gives more of a flawless look. It blends it in properly with the foundation, but you could use a separate brush also. Underneath my eyes, sometimes I'll let the concealer dry down a little bit for better outcome. I have a beauty blender, but I'm not a fan of the beauty blender, so I like to use that same concealer brush from Real Technique. I'm like, this brush is very versatile. Here you could clean up your eyeshadow line to get a sharper look here with the concealer. Then I take my foundation brush again to really blend in the concealer. Do you see that difference? Yes. Then I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose. Blend, 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 blend. Be a blending queen. And I drag it a little bit above my eyebrows also. To contour, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. concealer in the shade Ebony. I like to add it a little bit higher above my cheek, and a little goes a long way with this concealer. And then to frame my face, under the neck, and a little dot down the nose. I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. powder brush, and I'm gonna blend out the darker concealer. I'm blending out the concealer, and you want to make sure this is pretty blended. You see how dark that looks, guys? But don't worry if you add too much. You could always go over it with your foundation brush. Just try to blend as much as possible so that you don't have any harsh areas with this darker concealer. Take it to the hair. Take it to the hairline and really blend. It's coming together so nicely. I really like that concealer, guys. It's so dark. Perfect if you're a chocolate girl or if you have a darker skin tone. This is perfect. Oh! No! I'm gonna take this smaller brush to blend the concealer down the bridge of my nose, and I bring it all the way to my inner eyelid. Just like that. It might look harsh, guys, but I'm gonna fix it. I messed my robe up with the concealer, the darker concealer. I don't know what I was doing. Wasn't paying attention. And I messed my robe up, so please ignore that. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder just to set that concealer, that it stays in place. This concealer is so buttery soft, and I absolutely love this little powder puff. The triangle, it makes it like perfect to go right in the inner eye area. If you want to bake, you could add more powder and leave it there, but I don't want to bake today. I just want to set the concealer. I also set the concealer underneath my cheek with this powder. And of course, if you're gonna bake, you could leave it there for a while, but I'm just pushing it in. To set my contour, I'm gonna go in with this darker shade from the Black Radiance contour palette. So my face is not moving by the time I'm done setting all these liquid products that I add. Don't forget the neck, and blend, blend, blend. Next, I'm gonna go in with this ColourPop bronzer in the shade Bits and Pieces, and I just use a little bit. And as you guys could see, I've hit pan with a lot of my products because I use my makeup till they're finished, and I just add it to my cheekbones, my bronzer. This really frames your face when you highlight and contour. For blush, I'm using the shade Peach Twist from MAC, and it's a really peachy color, but perfect if you have a darker skin complexion. And I like to bring my blush above the cheekbones also. Look at that. Beautiful. For highlighter, I'm gonna use this highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the collab with Amarizi. This is an all-time favorite highlighter of mine, and I use my highlighter brush. Knock off the excess, And I put a little bit, because a little bit goes a long way with this highlighter. You don't want to look like a disco ball. And I like to put some down the bridge of my nose also, and at the tip of my nose. Before I add my mascara, I always set my face. I'm gonna set my face with my NYX setting spray. This is an OG favorite, and this is gonna get rid of the powdery look. I'm gonna line my lips with this lip liner from ColourPop, and it's like a dark burgundy color, but it's perfect for when I'm gonna add a lighter shade. And I like to fill in my entire lips with my lip liner. I usually use this liquid lipstick from Colored Rain in the shade Mars, but it's out. So today I'm gonna use my Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Poet. I'm gonna add this to the inner area of my lips. Sometimes I use my finger to blend that out also. And I like to go with my foundation brush around my lips again, just to make sure everything is clean and how I like it. The mascara I'm currently using is the Bad Gal mascara from Benefit Cosmetic, and I do like it. It separates the lashes a lot, because guys, I have the most like chunky short lash and they are always sticking together. So this really separates my lashes, which I appreciate. And then I add it to my lower lashes also, but a little bit. I don't usually tight line my lower lashes because I feel like it's a little bit too dark. I'm gonna go ahead and change out of this robe to show you the final look. So I changed into this sweater from Old Navy, and this is my final makeup look. Pretty simple when I want to do my hauls and I don't want to go full glam, and I think it came out pretty nice today. What do you guys think? If you guys want me to do more makeup tutorial, definitely let me know down below. I was a little rusty on this makeup tutorial because it's been years since I filmed a makeup tutorial. Before I go, I just wanted to address a few comments from my last YouTube video, which was a Walmart try-on haul, where I stated that I was feeling a little bit discouraged from YouTube because of the algorithm and not getting views. Someone commented that if YouTube is not fun for me anymore, I shouldn't do it. I never said YouTube was not fun for me. I literally love to create content. I work 2 jobs, guys, evening and night shift, and I make time for my YouTube channel. If that's not loving something, I don't know what it is. Also, she said that YouTube is not a show and tell site. I think YouTube is a show and tell site. It's all about what you want to show and what you want to tell people. You literally come on YouTube to learn. People show you stuff or like educate you. I remember in college I used it for like calculus and all those subjects. So definitely a show and tell site. Of course, everybody's channel is different. Some people do vlogging, come shopping with me, and I wish I had time for that, but your girl is busy and my consistency is different from other people's consistency. So sometimes I could only post 3 times a month, which is like a consistent schedule for me. Some people could do 3 times a week. I'm really trying to just keep up with everything. I have YouTube, Instagram, and I have TikTok, and my coworkers are like, girl, how do you do it? And I do it because I love to do it. I love to create content, and I saw this thing online that you should be grateful for what you have and stop focusing on what you don't have. So I'm grateful for all my subscribers who support me, and when I see comments about how helpful I have been for others, it just keeps me motivated. Someone literally just commented on me that, oh, it was our anniversary weekend and she was gonna stay home in sweats, but I posted my like recap of my Walmart haul on Instagram, and she's like, I'm gonna get dressed up and go out. And I get lots of comments from different people about how much my content has inspired them to just dress differently or get their confidence back. So I know that this content is needed, and I'm very thankful for you guys on YouTube here, because most of my sponsorship deal comes because of my YouTube video. Whenever you guys shop from from my link. The reward style, they see how much commission I make, and then they reach out with me sometimes with a Walmart sponsorship. So I'm really thankful for my YouTube family here. I'm gonna have everything linked down below in my description box that I showed you guys in today's video. And if you guys want me to do a Q&A, leave questions down below, and if I get enough questions, then I'll do a Q&A, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.